Alright, so, on today's 3-hour episode of cutscenes and then the supplementary 5 hours of credits, we shall be finishing Metal Gear Solid 1.
Oh shit, there's an actual timer. Fuck!
Welcome
back
to
to Character Select.
Welcome back to Character Select.
It's been 3 weeks since we recorded and we're just coming back for this. Fucking hell, Meryl, you fucked it up good.
No time to explain, let's run.
Ow, ow.
So yeah, I don't have any weapons.
Oh, good.
And you got one ration. I say this is the time where you run instead of punching people. Oh wait, can you pick up their guns? I forget if you could do that.
No, I fucking wish.
Got it, Snake.
Yeah,
Jump
you should
in.
just be running here.
Yeah, jump in, Snake. Oh my god, this
Turret.
does look like
Fucking-
Final Fantasy VII.
Come on. Ah!
Man, you only have to get shot 60 times.
Yeah, fucking Liquid could kill me in like 3 shots. These guys take 7 million shots with a fucking...
Bullets are like bee stings, man. They just kind of hurt occasionally.
The CQC training, man, makes
Alright.
you immune to bullets.
Here we go.
Immune-
Why
Best,
do you think they wanted to clone Snake so bad?
Right?
best
Seriously.
action song in the game?
Are you also driving?
No.
No.
Oh.
Thank God for that.
Okay.
Uh-oh, Snake.
It's just a turret
What?
set.
Ow.
We'll never make it. Snake, clear a path.
I'm pretty sure on harder difficulty levels, you also have less time.
Fun.
I actually don't remember that, so
I'm not-
I can say nothing towards that.
But the good thing is,
Duh.
we have indefatigable supplies of ammo.
We'll never make it. Snake,
I am gonna
But-
die here at least once just because I don't have any fucking health. And these guys take so many fucking 50 cal bullets to kill.
You just gotta shoot them one by one instead of trying to waft.
They must be also Snake clones.
Exactly.
Snake.
Well,
They
they
are the
kind of
genome
are, aren't
soldiers.
they?
Yeah, the genome
They-
soldiers.
Yeah.
They've
Yeah,
got
they-
Snake Gene.
They had a retrovirus supplied.
That retroviruses do not work that way.
Not yet, Snake!
Liquid. Seriously, the fall will kill even you, but I'll survive. It's like, how are you the inferior one?
I am the inferior one, Snake, and must prove my superiority.
If you do this without knowing that you can go first person to do it, it is super hard. Ow.
So many 50 caliber bullets.
Ah, fuck, you got me.
We're doing pretty well, all things considered. You're making them not able to come up and shoot.
I mean, that's why first person is such a big deal. How are you swerving and still keeping pace with me? What the fuck?
It's just like in the new Spider-Man game. How the hell is a helicopter make those tight corners?
This is what we call FM technology, Dave.
Fucking bullshit?
Fucking magic, but yeah.
There we go. I prefer FPS. Oh, fuck off! I shot him!
Oh, Snake!
Thanks for helping me out there, Meryl. Maybe
Well, I guess
dodge
I'm-
next time.
You see, the reason why you died is because you couldn't eat a ration while on top of a car.
I ran out of rations.
Did you? You had one.
I ate it just before we pulled into the tunnel.
Oh, then you just died because you're bad.
Yeah, thanks.
And should
Appreciate
feel
that.
bad.
You're bad and you should feel bad.
I'll drive. Damn, a surveillance camera.
Was there another ration around here?
No keys.
Nope. Just... Wait, no keys? What the fuck?
Oh, right, keys.
Oh,
Oh, another ration, sweet. In like a military vehicle pool like this, where there's no guard center or anything like that, chances are that there would be keys in all the vehicles.
you ran him over this time.
Hold on with your weapon. Snake, hold on.
I'm surprised that did not just blow them the fuck up. Oh well, at least you got out this time with more health than before.
Yep.
It's true, and we get to listen to the fucking awesome song again.
Nothing
But this
wrong
timer
with
is
that.
incredibly generous as well. Like, it does not take 10 minutes to do anywhere near this amount of stuff.
Well, you have to accommodate for the people who are really bad.
Well, again, remember that the design philosophy behind this game was somebody should be able to beat this game in 10 hours of effort.
Oh, I actually like that.
Yeah, because Kojima was like, people play games, but since he was going for an older demographic, he was like, they don't have that much time.
Yeah, no, I totally respect the shorter cinematic gameplay. That's totally okay with me.
Snake, clear a path.
That is certainly something you could not convince people to fund nowadays, though, if you're talking big projects.
Not a AAA project, no.
Yeah, no.
But this was a full-price game when it came out. This was $50.
The game industry has changed.
Radically.
War has changed, the game industry has changed, Snake has changed.
Also, again, I'd like to point out, he fell off Metal Gear, was in Metal Gear when it fucking exploded, got punched to shit by Snake, is driving a Jeep very well, and is one-handing a rifle with incredible accuracy.
Hey, he got the talent of controlling vehicles really well, you got the talent of fighting vehicles really well.
So true.
Equal and opposite. Equal and opposite.
It's the yin and yang, Snake.
Liquid drives tanks, Snake blows them up.
It's the recessive genes, Snake.
Liquid did that crazy shit with the Hind,
Yep.
and he was piloting Metal Gear, so
Yeah.
kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeep driving is a recessive gene, so, you know.
Clearly, based on the people I know who drive them. I mean...
You see, Boss was able to ride vehicles, but only in Metal Gear Solid 5, because he had both the genes.
That's right.
There you go.
We're talking deep Metal Gear lore here.
Deep
All that's
lore.
canon.
The deepest
Fuck
lore.
off!
Can't hit him through all those pillars.
Well, you
Bullets
have
can't melt.
you have to lead him, actually, just a small amount. But
Bullets
if you aim
can't
at him
melt
directly, it
steel
doesn't hit him.
Use that ration.
It's gonna use it automatically.
Oh,
Don't worry
does it?
about that. Seriously,
Yeah.
just fucking... Where's your health meter?
Look, Snake, daylight. We're gonna crash.
Just fucking juts ahead. Just
He
us.
activated his nitro. He blew sparked. Thank God we crashed short, despite going like 60 miles an hour, because otherwise we'd be going over that cliff.
Moment of silence for our fallen heroes.
Okay.
Yeah,
More like our falling
just
heroes.
shook up.
Meryl, can
They
you
make
move?
seatbelts for a reason, idiots.
It's no good. I can't move.
What happened to Liquid?
It's no good. I'm out of missiles.
I can't see him either.
Liquid's dead.
I realize how many times they've used the word "it's no good" in this thing.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Come the fuck on.
He's fucking invincible, man.
Dude, bullet absorption was a recessive gene.
Snake!
Cinematically timed viruses.
Yep.
The true hallmark of Metal Gear.
That's a bit of a problem, though. Now he's dead. Because he didn't die off camera.
If he's dead, that means...
Don't say it, Snake.
Yeah, don't
If
say
you
it's
do,
me.
it'll happen.
Well,
What
remember?
happened to the air raid?
They're genetically the
No stealth
same,
bombers in sight.
and it's a genetically targeting viruses? Colonel?
Can you hear me?
Colonel,
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested. Early retirement.
Not the SecDev.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone.
That's
What happened to
treason.
the air raid and the nuclear
All
strike?
kinds of treason.
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 Spirits have returned to the base. Once
The
again,
F-117 is the only thing that can actually
complete authority
carry
over
a
this
ground-penetrating bunker
I see.
buster.
operation.
At least at the
Washington
time that this game
isn't
came
stupid
out.
enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Really? Thanks. Thank you, Snake. Snake,
Oh man, that would have been real
sorry,
awkward if you chose the coward's
I
way
kept a lot
out.
of things
Yeah.
from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
He actually, I believe in that
Snake.
ending, the Colonel
Not a
actually
colonel.
forgives Snake for it,
that's
so...
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around here.
Hooray for being a
You
fugitive!
two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
Also, there's a helicopter waiting for you on Fox Island.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay, Roy. Are you gonna be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of
Oh,
all
man,
Mei
how that
Ling's
plays
data.
out.
As long as
Mhm.
I've got that, you, me, and Mei
For the
Ling will be
record,
fine.
Kylen, nobody's going to be
Battery on these
fine.
nanomachines
Well,
will run.
obviously, there's a sequel, Dave.
I guess
Actually,
we
there's
won't meet
3.
again.
Well,
Technically.
there
Four.
are multiple sequels.
Pay a
Well,
visit
I was
sometime.
talking like in
Really?
terms of
I look
timeline.
forward to that.
Yeah.
Roy,
There's a lot of prequels.
just tell me one thing
What?
about Fox Die.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said that she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling is with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Okay.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi,
I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry. But he had one last message he wanted to say to you.
Right, he killed your parents.
He told me to tell you to forget about him.
Oh.
And to go on.
Yeah,
Wait a damn second! That's not what he said about that at all.
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you.
Oh.
Naomi,
choosing
your
to give her
brother
the
just
happy
saved
ending.
You,
Yeah.
Yep.
me, and the whole world.
It's not about
He
what
fought
you
with
did,
every
it's
ounce
about
of
how you
strength in
remembered,
his
I guess?
Maybe. Maybe now he's finally found some peace.
Well, he's in
He
pieces,
wasn't really my
so...
brother
Ah, too soon.
Wow. Too soon. Too soon.
A ghost looking for a place to die.
Found it!
I mean,
Jesus, stone cold, Dave.
he's been dead for years, alright?
Naomi,
Yeah, didn't actually
Liquid
kill
died
him.
from Fox Die too. What about me? When am I gonna go?
That's up to you.
Oh man.
What do you mean?
What?
Everybody dies when their time is up.
Yeah. So when's mine up?
Yeah, I like how
It's up to
Snake
you
is just
how
like,
you
stop
use
with
the
this
time
meta
left
bullshit.
to you.
But
Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you.
what?
There's an actual
What?
reason that she says it that way, too. We find out much later that she programmed his death but didn't set a specific time, so she can't answer.
Each
Oh,
person is born
whoops.
with their fate written into their own genetic code. It's unchangeable, immutable. But that's not all there is to life.
And whilst Liquid is kind of an idiot in terms of genetic technology and terminology and all that shit,
I told you
he is
before, the
correct
reason
in
that I
that
was
they are
interested in
genetically
genes
similar but not the
DNA,
same.
Because I wanted to know who I was.
So,
Where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything.
You just got a map. It doesn't tell you where to
Just
go.
like with
It
the
just tells you where you can go.
soldiers. You can input
Idiot.
all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them.
To be fair, this is a
individual
very
soldiers.
kind of Japanese
Most people say
thing
about
that's
Yeah.
subtle, unless
Yeah.
you know, like blood type and genetics and
Yeah.
like your purpose in life. Very, very Japanese philosophy there.
Yeah, well, the whole idea of like Buddhism and Shintoism is that you have to find your place in life, as opposed to trying to make your place in life. There's a difference.
Whether or not you're in the Fox Die program
So-
isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then
Also,
you
if she
live.
tells him that he's going to die, he'll just wait for it.
Don't worry. I'm going to choose
I mean, I
life too.
suppose.
Because that's what he was doing, wasting away in
For a
Alaska.
reason to live.
I mean, he was doing that just because he was depressed after the whole the whole Foxhound situation.
Yeah, the second game. Also, this next scene fucked me up for literally
Jesus
days
is
when
to
I first
pass
got
down
it.
our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to the future.
Is it
That's
now?
how all life works. Loving each other, teaching each other. That's how we can change the world.
It's a nice
I
snowmobile.
finally realized it. The true meaning of life.
Oddly enough, this scene plays out very similarly if you fail to save Meryl and it's actually Hal standing there. So it's like, are they gay?
A little bit.
I mean, that question gets asked many times in the future of the
Okay.
series.
As a reminder.
You never really know if Snake is gay or
Of
not.
what?
No.
A
Or
reminder
bisexual.
Of a
He
successful
could be
mission?
either.
Or the first time we met.
A reminder of how to live.
Huh?
Until today, I've lived only for myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now? What do your
No, it just
genes
says
say
Levi's
about
in
the
there.
Future now.
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Aw, love
Someone
stories.
Yeah,
Spoilers, this falls apart like literally the next game.
someone like you.
Like 6 months.
Maybe that's the real way to live.
Although there's a very, very good reason for it.
I forget the reason for it.
Well, we'll find that out in Metal Gear Solid 4? 3 or 4?
So,
2 or 3? 2 or
where
4?
to, Snake?
My headcanon was that Snake was
Right
just a bad
there!
My
boyfriend.
name's Dave.
Right the fuck there!
Okay.
I thought,
yeah.
I was like,
So
wait a
where to,
second.
Dave?
Is this more Kojima bullshit? What's happening?
I wouldn't even blame you for thinking that. After like all the things the game does.
All the meta bullshit. Yeah.
I know.
Somehow it learned your name from your PlayStation.
Yes! I was like, wait a minute, what?
To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be
Thanks.
spring here soon.
For us too.
Those caribou are gonna die because they're foraging on a glacier.
I know, right?
There's nothing to eat
I'm
there.
just saying.
It's a time for hope. I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky,
Yay!
the sea, the caribou, and most of all,
The caribou.
you.
Also the caribou.
Also the
Did I
caribou.
talk about the caribou before?
Come on.
I was alone in my
Let's
cabin for a
enjoy
long time. So yeah, the keyword to this game, because basically Kojima came up with the themes for his game based around one keyword. And the keyword for this one is gene. I'm trying to remember what the second, third, and fourth one are, but I think the second one is legacy. But anyway, in the 1980s, there were more than 60,000 nuclear warheads in the world at all times. Total destructive power amounted to 1 million times the Hiroshima A-bomb. In January 1993, START 2 was signed, and the United States and Russia agreed to reduce the number of deployed strategic nuclear warheads to 3,500 by December 1st. As of 1998, there still exist 26,000 nuclear warheads in the world.
Man, don't tell Kojima that shit hasn't gotten better.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I understand why the Japanese are like, nuke's bad.
Yep.
Yeah, if anyone would be like, nuke's bad, it would be the Japanese.
Yeah, they have pretty good reason to It's interesting how much, like, it spawned the whole kaiju thing, and so much of the culture we know came out of that and the reaction to that. It's sort of fascinating, really.
Well, the interesting thing is, Japan has only peaceful applications of nuclear technology. Like, they're very strongly against nuclear weapons and stuff like that. And to the extent that the Fukushima disaster, like, oh god, I think that was seriously like 10 years ago now. To the extent that the Fukushima disaster was as bad as it was, for Japan it was worse culturally.
Oh yeah,
they were
absolutely.
like, oh shit, we shouldn't have been doing anything with this.
Or,
it was like their worst nightmare.
Well, I mean, upgrading and maintaining safety standards. But yeah.
It's et cetera, et cetera.
But yes. The game, it's Japanese American, but it does it better than a lot of other Japanese American games, if you know what I mean.
Well, the thing is, throughout the entire game, we did get a couple of people saying, hey, nuclear weapons are bad, and giving us like a 30 to 45 second screed on, hey, nuclear weapons should be abolished, and hey, there's so much shit that we don't know about them, blah, blah, blah. But for the most part, the game was basically giving it as a backdrop and saying, hey, here you go. Here's why this shit's bad.
I mean, you say backdrop, but, I mean, the whole point is that Metal Gear is a fucking nuclear weapon that is so powerful and flexible that everybody wants it. I wonder if Death Stranding won't just be what happens after the world has been nuked.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
Death Stranding, the world gets nuked, everything is just fucking weird.
Could be interesting to see. When's that coming out? Next year? Year after?
I think so. There's a lot of games coming out next year. We got a lot to look
next year is going to be wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Or to be terribly disappointing.
Says the guy that's going to have a kid and won't have time to do shit.
Well,
oh man.
There will be late nights though when I have nothing else to do but like try to keep myself sane by focusing on something else. So
trying to keep myself sane by playing Bloodborne and Dark Souls.
My brother got
to play Sekiro Dice twice. Thank you very much.
Exactly.
Die twice.
My brother got himself to a decent rank in Overwatch when he was caring for his daughter early on. So
fair enough. Fair enough. Also, for what it's worth, this song is called Themes of Life.
It's a nice track.
It is a good song.
Man, hard to believe we finished this one already.
Yeah, so this one isn't long. Starting with the next game, they start talking a lot.
Wait,
the character
start
interaction,
talking a lot?
Yeah,
the character interaction is even more.
Trust me, man, you haven't even gotten to the bad parts. Wait till Metal Gear Solid 4, man. You're gonna
Metal Gear Solid 4, you kill a boss, and then you get like a 20-minute explanation of their motivations. It's like, god damn it, I don't care.
Metal Gear Solid 4 is kind of infamous for the 90-minute cutscene.
Yeah.
You can't just have your characters say how they feel. That makes me feel angry.
So here's the thing. The very first time that I finished Metal Gear Solid 4, I finished the final interactive sequence of the game at 10:30. And I was like, oh, okay. So now I'm just going to watch the ending. And because it's a Metal Gear game, you watch all the way through to the end of the credits. I turned off my PlayStation at 12:30.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're going to need multiple episodes to get through the end of Metal Gear Solid 4.
Wow.
So just be prepared for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is called The Best Is Yet to Come. My bad.
Oh.
Themes of Life is, I want to say, Final Fantasy IX. It's a great song, though.
And it looks like it's in Welsh or Irish or something, too.
Yeah.
Based on what they were saying about the singer and the lyrics.
Well, it was recorded in Ireland, so that would make sense. Might be Celtic?
Well, it's probably Gaelic.
Or Gaelic, yeah. Sorry, Gaelic.
Yes, it's probably Gaelic.
But yeah, this game, when it came out, was revolutionary. Because a year before this game came out, the biggest polygonal game, like the most well-known polygonal game, was Final Fantasy VII. And this game basically said, we're going to crank that shit up to 11.
Yeah,
Then Metal Gear Solid 2 comes out, and it's like, hey, you know those games on the PlayStation, like, let's say Silent Hill 2? That looks good. We're going to crank that shit to 11 and give you Metal Gear Solid 2. Kojima does not care about the limitations of the system. He's like, how far can I go?
To be, even in Metal Gear Solid 5, still does the same shit. Metal Gear Solid 5 was, like, not as much as a leap, but it fucking, for how it looked and how, like, smooth it ran on everything.
It's true. All right, so let's clear up some loose threads here and add a couple more, shall we?
Oh, yeah.
There's a reason we're watching the credits on this one.
I forgot. We're not done yet. Got the after-credit stinger.
The important thing is that you choose life. And then live.
That's not it.
No, that is not. Oh my fucking god. I
All
always
right.
hate these.
No
I
comments.
always hate these.
No comments. Quiet.
Yes, sir. The entire unit was wiped out. Those two are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox Die should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of. Yes, the inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one. Yes, sir, I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus. What should I do about the woman? Yes, sir. I'll keep her under surveillance. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
Do, 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 do.
Dun, dun, dun.
Boy.
And boy, is that not a fucking trip in Metal Gear Solid 2 to deal with. Let me tell
Codename
you.
Leopard! I killed 98 people. I was found 25 times. I continued 26 times, so I got killed by at least one trap. Used 71 rash. So you get bonus items for completing the game and getting the Meryl ending, and a bonus item for completing the game and getting the Otacon ending. The Meryl ending is the bandana, which isn't that great. It just gives you infinite ammo. The Otacon ending gives you stealth camouflage, which lets you do stupid things like plant C4 on people's backs and then blow it up.
I always wondered if getting the Octocambo was the game going like, yeah, you're kind of a coward, so here you go, little bitch.
But, yeah, so that was Metal Gear Solid. Eventually, within probably the next few months, hopefully, we'll move on to Metal Gear Solid 2 and start delving deeper into this holy shit. Oh, Ocelot was a fucking traitor all the time. But a traitor to a traitor, but it's whatever.
A traitor to a traitor to a traitor to a traitor.
Yeah, that's gonna get so many layers, Kylen, that you're not even, your head's gonna spin.
There is, if you go to the wiki and look at fucking Ocelot, he has so many different fucking affiliations for groups that he's in that it takes up most of the fucking wiki page.
Yep. So, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. I'm glad we got this one out of the way, because I'm ready to move on to something that's easier to control and that lets me dodge roll.
Fair enough.
And how do you guys want to wrap it up?
Welp, remember people, bullet absorption is a submissive gene, so if you don't have it, that just means that you're the superior clone.
Recessive gene. What the fuck is a submissive gene?
Recessive, submissive. Ask
God,
Kojima. Ask Kojima. He knows.
You're as bad as fucking Liquid.